What's up, everybody? Misfit again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the exercises that I do for leg day that have helped me to stay more functional and as independent as I can be while battling this MS that I have. Now, if you're not somebody who struggles with your legs, it still may be important to do legs at the beginning of the week and switch things up because after 21 days or 3 weeks, anything for your body becomes a habit and you're more likely to hit a plateau and not get to where you're trying to head in the time that you want to be there. So let's get into the exercises. Exercise number one that I do and keep doing is arguably one of the most functional exercises that anybody can do, and that is the squat or the bodyweight squat. Now, for me, it has helped me to get up out of bed, able to get out of a seated position on my own. And maybe you don't have a problem with that now, but we all have somebody in our lives of the older population or know somebody that grunts and they moans each time they get up out of a seated position, or they even need a hand each and every time. Now, maybe you're happy and you can get out of a seat now, but in your old age, having your independence and able to do that for yourself is going to help you to be more happy, and you want to be happy even in your old age. So having your independence will help you with that. So I wasn't able to get up out of a seat very well at first. So how did I modify that? Well, essentially I was doing half repetitions or half reps. I was finding a stool or a seat of higher elevation and just working my legs out in that tiny range of motion. Now, if you can go full range of motion without hurting yourself, you're definitely going to benefit more from that. But just doing the half repetitions, finding a seat that was higher than parallel to the ground, over time, I am now able to do that. So exercise number one, the squat. Exercise number two that I do is the deadlift. And if you do have back pain, you do want to avoid the deadlift or, again, do half repetitions. The deadlift, I think, is a great alternative to the squat if you do have knee pain and you hurt yourself when doing the squat. So you don't really flex at the knee, keeping your legs straight during the deadlift, so you can still put pressure on your knees and still, according to Wolff's Law, build your bone strength and density as well with the deadlift. The modification that has helped me is doing the deadlift barefoot. Now, a lot of you go to the gym to do the deadlift, and you may not feel comfortable doing it barefoot, but for me, doing it bare feet has put more pressure on my toes and strengthened my toes, which has helped me with my balance, which has helped me with my gait and my walking ability. So it has also kind of corrected some of the postural deviations that I've had and a little forward back lean because of the way that you hinge at the hips when doing the deadlift. The deadlift has helped me out very much. Now, for any of you who, again, don't struggle with the deadlift, it's still working more muscles. The deadlift can be used both on back day or on leg day, and it also works your core. So if weight loss is your main goal, mostly anything with legs, it's going to work your core as well when you do it in proper form. And the deadlift, again, works your back, so the more muscles work, the more calories burnt over time. It puts your body in a more catabolic state. So exercise number two is the deadlift. I forgot to mention that it also helps with grip strength. And with my diagnosis of MS, I have become even more clumsy than I initially was. So I dropped things. But now I'm able to pick things up for myself, and I don't have to have somebody go around and pick up behind me. I can bend over, I can pick things up by myself. It'll also help any of you who pick up kids or have kids and your back gets tight. So it can help postural deviations, it can help with back tightness, and even with the deadlift you can do half repetitions. So you can go down as far as it is comfortable for you. Just do not go too heavy. Obviously, the heavier you go, the more weight is going to place on your bones, your joints, your ligaments, and on your toes if you do it barefoot. So exercise number 2 is the deadlift. Exercise number 3 that I do, not a lot of people do at all, and I haven't seen being done very often, and that is the farmer's walk. Now, if you don't want to make the farmer's walk one of your main exercises, you could even change it up by including it in your rest interval as an active rep. So, for example, doing the squat or the deadlift, and instead of resting and doing nothing, talking, running your mouth, you could do the farmer's walk in between your sets, and that'll keep your heart rate up and it'll keep you going to where you want to go. So the farmer's walk is where you're pretty much just carrying a weight either in each hand bilaterally, or you're carrying a weight in one hand unilaterally while you walk, and it's just that simple. Doing it bilaterally, the benefits of that is you're going to be able to carry more weight. You're using both of your arms, both of your hands. That's just common sense. But there's also other benefits to it. You're going to place more weight on your bones, joints, and ligaments. Wolff's Law is going to take place. You know, when you break a bone, it grows back stronger. It's kind of the same thing. You need to bear weight on your bones for them to change and adapt and grow as well. So, doing it bilaterally will place more weight on it, on your bones. Now, doing it unilaterally helps in different ways. It can correct posture. If your spine deviates either to the left or to the right, over time, of course, nothing happens instantly. And when you're carrying a weight in just one hand, say it's in my right hand while I walk, it pulls to the right. So your core, your spine, the left side of my obliques and core have to fight harder to align my spine and keep it straight. So if you're someone who suffers from scoliosis, over time that it can help you if it doesn't hurt you while doing it. So the farmer's walk also, and how it has helped me, is because I was carrying a weight in each one of my hands or in one of my hands while I walk, and my body got used to carrying more weight. So what did that do? Over time, it became easier and easier for me to walk without any added weight, and that is how it's benefited me. Both the deadlift and the farmer's walk helped me with a grip, helped me to quit dropping things, and the deadlift itself helped me to pick things up when I did drop them and when I do drop them. So if any of you guys have any suggestions that I could do for leg day, something that may help me, if you have any comments or things that you're having problems with, just be sure to give me a like, comment down below, and let me know how I can help you. And remember, guys, stay humble in your pursuit of happiness and be good to one another. Everyone in this life is going to be challenged in some way or another. It's inevitable. But being defeated is just one option, and it's one that you don't have to take. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching.